Hello there everybody, welcome back to Lego's Island. So, today it is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. And today is, well, November 10th should sound recognizable to you if you watch Lego's Island. That is the campsite anniversary. In fact, actually, the third anniversary of the campsite. So, of course, for the fourth year in a row, we are doing Camp Island. However, this year is actually a bit different, as actually, it's not just Camp Island. It's also the Adventure Party. Yep. The Adventure Party is going on alongside Camp Island this year. Back in the Lego's Island events video for 2020 that I made back in January as a Saturday Stories, I told you guys that the Adventure Party would be back in November. Mainly it was going to be this month's mainline event. However, that eventually changed to Operation Rescue. However, I did not want to let you guys down by not having the Adventure Party at all in November, so I decided let's just merge it together with Camp Island, and well, now it's here. That actually happened. Speaking of which, let's just get that all out of the way and just get straight into it. Seriously, let's just get straight into it, honestly. Of course, we're going to be doing Camp Island first, as that's the main part of this entire event overall. The Adventure Party is a side event that goes on alongside Camp Island. So that is super, super cool. Now, yes, like the past few years, I'm pretty sure it is not a surprise at this point that it is almost midnight. Granted, I had the Adventure Party done hours ago. Camp Island, though, I had to finish up some rooms and place all the items everywhere before filming. And it took a while, I will tell you that. The Adventure Party, in my opinion, I think took the longest out of all of this, because I had to put in a ton of missions and decorate a ton of rooms on the island. So it's pretty obvious, and it's not even a surprise at all that it's this late that I'm filming it again. For the third year in a row. Third year in a row that we're filming it this late. Hopefully, next year that won't be the case. As next year, I think it'll only just be Camp Island. Yeah, next year it's only just Camp Island. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, because I'm up here, let's just not forget about this. Who do we get today? We get Splash and Valentine. Now, that's funny. We only got them like a few days ago. Or at least just a few episodes ago in general. So, I'll meet you down at the dog park. Alright, guys. We are down at the dog park. So now, we have to do Valentine and Splash. There we go. Now we have both of them. Let's head back up to the balcony. Alright, let's do this! So, as you all can see, like the past few years, the balcony is decorated with just the camp banners. And also, the balcony on the floor is actually just exactly the same. Oh yeah. Did I mention most of this is made out of birch wood? Yeah. Don't ask why. I just felt like it. No, but really though, in seriousness, guys, I just felt like it in general. I felt like that would just be a cool color for this year. Next year is obviously going to be different, of course, because I'll think of a different color to go alongside green. I love green, at least with Camp Island, of course. It just makes sense to have green in there. Of course, my favorite color of all time is obviously blue, and will always be. Oh yeah, did I mention there's none of that in this event, of course? And actually, for all Camp Islands, there's never any of that. There's never any blue. But that's fine. There never is meant to be anyway. Unless I absolutely want to add some. But that'll never happen. Anyway, point is, let's actually just get into the actual thing now. You know, that's funny. Cool Get 33 actually predicted that today's two dogs would either be Steven or Splash. He got one of them right because Splash is right here, and then Valentine just randomly showed up. It would have been so cool if we actually got Cool Get 33's prediction for today's dogs. He predicted Steven and Splash, and again, he got one of them right because, yeah, there he is. There's Splash. All that's missing was Steven. Oh well. Anyway, let's just move on to the cave itself, which is super cool. Actually, just like last year, let's just immediately just head to the campsite. It makes more sense that way. We'll come back to the cave in a minute. Anyway, or, well, at least in a few minutes. But, we'll also come back here at the port also in a few minutes. Anyway, right here, as you guys can see, we have the campsite entrance, which is all decked out for its 3rd anniversary. It also was like this a few years back, too, for the 2nd anniversary and 1st anniversary, and even its grand opening. Well, for its grand opening, it was just small decoration. Point is, we do have candles on here now, so that's cool. We have another, a number 3 up there, because of course, it's been 3 years this year, at least in 2021. Of course. Because, you know, next year on this day it'll be 4 years, which will also be pretty cool. Anyway, let's head in. That does say 3rd anniversary right there. Oh, yeah, the Jungle Temple's open. I think that would have already made sense because of the adventure party. The outside entrance looks a bit different, though. Okay, this is missing. Hope no more of it's missing. Oh, yeah! Ta-da! Remember how I said that the ranch design would be brought back? I wasn't joking. It's back. And it's the only thing to come back from LEGO's Island Summer. The difference should be very obvious. It's decorated for the campsite 3rd anniversary instead of the ranch from LEGO's Island Summer. Basically, everything is here besides the item booths and the LEGO's Island Summer 2021 banners. And also a 3rd difference is that the target's here, which wasn't there back then. Another difference, and this is the last one, is of course the cakes themselves. And this. Speaking of which, here is the 3rd anniversary cake for the campsite, and we have the campsite 3rd anniversary hat. Let's pick it up and put it on. There we go. That is the anniversary hat this year. Looks pretty similar to other hats, but you know what? I don't really mind. Oh yeah, Camp Eyewitness banners. I'm pretty sure you all know where that's available at. Yeah, it's the same place like other years. We'll get to that later, even though it's not going to be available for a few days. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the cake this year? Yeah, this year it's actually in a different spot. Normally, it would go right where the campfire is. But, because I wanted to bring back the ranch design, because it looked really freaking cool in LEGO's Island Summer. And yes, I do know that one of them is on that boat. I'm fine with that. I had to move the cake a little. Now, of course, obviously I put candles in the cake. I put brown candles because that's the most representative color for the campsite, as you would have expected. The tents are obviously removed because of the ranch design. What else? What else do we got? Oh, right. Another difference is that this is here now, which wasn't there back then. It feels weird being here without the item booths. Oh, well. It's not like the design will ever come back in the future anyway. And it won't be coming back next year in LEGO's Island Summer, I'll tell you that. I think we all know why. Ahem! Anyone forget about this? Yeah. It's still crazy that that actually happened this year. Anyway, what do you guys think of the target? It looks pretty cool. Oh, god dang it, I broke it. What are your thoughts on the target this year, guys? Looks pretty cool. And no, nothing down there, of course, because it has nothing to do with this, of course. Would make sense by now. Of course, that railroad system is gone from Lego Island Summer. A ton of stuff from Lego Island Summer is gone, obviously. Because, of course, this is not Lego Island Summer, of course. Oh, yeah, we won't be doing that again for another, 7 months? That's fine. We already got a ton of things going on before that happens again next year anyway. What are your thoughts on the 3rd anniversary campsite? I brought back the ranch design this year because it felt like looking like a camp. And technically, the actual ranch itself in real life technically does look like a camp. So I just had to bring it back. Again, this is probably going to be the only time I bring this back. And I mean ever. Unless absolutely necessary. If I ever want to bring it back for the 5th anniversary party of Lego's Island, comment down below if you want me to. I wouldn't mind, but it would also be cool seeing another design too. Anyway, back to the point. A few seconds of silence there. What are your thoughts on the campsite this year for Camp Island for the 3rd anniversary? Of course, we're not actually done because we actually have to go up here. Yes, the cakes are new. And basically every single banner that was the Lego's Island Summer 2021 banner has obviously been changed to the Camp Island banner, of course. Heading inside the ranch, the recreated one, obviously. We have a few differences. Of course, up here, this was never decorated originally in Lego's Island Summer. Well, up there wasn't. We did add a few differences, of course, for the anniversary, and it looks pretty awesome, right? All banners from Lego's Island Summer 2021 are here. The only new ones, of course, include up here, obviously, with all the cakes. And the cakes are also the only other difference in this room that aren't from Lego's Island Summer. So, you can see, I still did a lot. And trust me, it was worth it. Really worth it. Although I think I might have forgotten to show you guys a banner in there. Yep, that's there too. Alright. Let's continue the tour. Of course, we have the boat, obviously. Oh yeah, where the August 5th item booth used to be for Lego's Island Summer is now replaced by banners. And where the August 2nd one is, right here, is also replaced by banners. Where the August 3rd item booth used to be is where the cake is. And where the August 4th item booth is actually just nothing. Aside from the banner that used to be next to it, of course. That's it. That's literally it for the campsite. I literally have nothing else to show you. So, now we can actually make our way back to my cave. Alright, we're back to my cave, of course. Well, I started on the balcony, because why not? Anyway, now we're actually going to tour these rooms for real this time. As you guys can see, this is what all the rooms look like. Well, at least the cave itself. And it looks super, super cool. Of course, it takes designs from the previous Camp Islands and, of course, recolors them. Like the previous years. It's funny that I say that because I didn't really have to really change a lot of this room. That much. Basically, I didn't even need to change the fences on the bed because they were going to be staying the same anyway. So, that was less work for me to do in this room. And actually for a lot of rooms. The blue campfires are back, but now it's also a clear reference and throwback to the first ever Camp Island. The only difference is that the fires are now blue. This is also a very similar reference to last year, except last year it was the Soul Campfire, and then the year prior in 2019 it was just the regular campfire. And then in 2018 for the first Camp Island, it was basically this, but the normal orange fire. So there you can tell that things have changed a bit. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this room? I hope you all love it, and with that being said, Oh yeah! Finally! A difference for the first time. This item, the Camp 2021 hat. That's meant to say cap! Oh no! That's meant to say cap. There we go. Let's change that. That's meant to say cap. It makes more sense that way. And I think it's said that in previous anniversaries. And also previous Camp Islands overall. So, there we go. That's how it's meant to be. But a little known difference about this is that for the first time, it doesn't actually unlock on the first day of the event. It unlocks on the second day of the event instead. Now, there is actually a reason behind this. I think from now on, in future Camp Islands, I think I always want to have the anniversary hat be the first item of Camp Island. And the only one to be on November 10th. It would make sense as that was the actual campsite anniversary day. So that's pretty cool. Now, going forward, that's how it's going to be, I think. Also, it gives out the items in a lot more days of the event. Now, since this event is going to be going for 8 days, yes, this is actually the first time it's going to be going for a full week, plus an extra day. But mainly, this is the first camp I want to go for a whole week. And it won't be like this it won't be like this next year, though. No. Because I have another event coming only a few days after Camp Island ends next year. A new event, to be exact. I already know what it is. I'm still trying to plan out next year overall for Legos Island, but I do know what the main November event is, though. And I won't keep that one for a secret as long. You'll find out what it is on January 3rd of 2022. Because that's normally when I reveal all of the Legos Island events for the year. So, it won't be too long until you find out what that is. But I will tell you it's a new event, just like Operation Rescue is. Oh yeah, that starts in 8 days, by the way. Just about I remind you. Anyway, let's get out of the cave finally and make our way down to the port. I mean, geez, finally. Oh, okay, yeah, this is in the way. All right, here is the port, everybody. Let me just clear this real quick. Yeah, I know, I need to clear my inventory ASAP. Anyway, here, we were just here earlier. This room is a combination between Camp Island and the Adventure Party, as you can clearly see. Now, as you can see, we will get to the Jungle Temple later. Yes, it does say Jungle Temple again. We will get to this later because I'm actually going to surprise you for something that's actually down there. But again, we'll get to that later. For now, though, and yes, I know it will turn midnight. I know. RIP. No update video on November 10th. RIP. Oh, well. Anyway. That's completely fine. I can record the update video when I wake up. Actually, I'm going to be getting up early tomorrow for backyard videos for the 5-year anniversary of early morning episodes. I guess after that I can film the update video of that. Which I will. Anyway, back to the tour though. This is another reference to the first ever Camp Island. The only difference is that the fire is blue now. Oh, and actually, in the past 2 years, there have actually been a free item bin here, which would normally offer the Camp Island cap. That's the Camp 2021 cap. I think last year this actually offered one of the camp banners. Not last year's, though. Last year, all the camp banners were released. Oh, and that's not the case this year. No, I did not decide to re-release any of the camp banners this year. I just didn't feel like it. That's mainly because we have all those adventure items. Remember, 2 events in 1 this week. Just remember that. Anyway, I also changed the path once again it is the rooted dirt because why not? That's the next closest thing I can get to a camp path. Anyway, of course we have the usual fences like always. That's pretty obvious. This will never stop being a thing. Ever. We have the usual camp banners up here like always. And again, we have stuff decorated for the adventure party, which again, we will get to all of that later, but actually I should read this. Camp Island 2021 plus Adventure Party 2021. November 10th through the 18th. Yep, so this is 8 days. 8 days! Last year it only lasted 6. Now, it's 8. Originally, this was only meant to last 7 days. As I did technically tell you guys last year, I think in the Camp Island video, that I think this year's was originally meant to only last 7 days. But now, since we delayed Operation Rescue by 1 day because of the Jungle Temple anniversary, it now lasts 8 days. Anyway, now that we got the port out of the way, let's move on to the lodge. Well, obviously the inside of the lodge isn't decorated. However, we actually do have to go in there for a reason. And I'll tell you why in a sec. Of course, the Camp 2021 shirt unlocks on November 12th. Of course, we have the fences here like usual, and that's pretty cool. Now, going over here, we do have a campfire and more of the fences. We'll get up to there in a second. Oh, actually, there is a reason it's like this. Yeah, that's... anyway, point is, right up here, we do have a tent for Camp Island. Oh, by the way, last year it was actually all covered in tents back here. This year, it's actually a bit different. While I did put a tent here again, some things have been removed. First off, the campfire is out here now. We only have one tent here. And if you head over onto the other side, well, there's nothing here. Or is there? Well, if we do go on the other side, however, on the other side of the lodge, let's go over here. Well, this should explain a lot. Hit the targets. And actually, I'll explain why this is here later. Because we actually have to go into the lodge for a reason. Whoa, actually, sorry, over here. As you can see, hit the target is gone. So it says, hit the target has been relocated for Camp Island 2021. And like I said a few seconds ago, that's right here. However, that's not the only one to be relocated. Ring the Bell has been relocated for Camp Island 2021. And here's proof. Yep, everything is gone for Ring the Bell. Now, you're probably all wondering, where's that relocated, you may ask? It has been relocated right here. So anyway, that is actually it for this. Now we can actually get out of here because, well, of course, the lodge is never decorated for Camp Island, and I don't think ever will be unless I absolutely want it to. But I highly see that happening. Anyway, point is, we'll get to this later, though, as I want to save the activities for later. Alright, but seriously, though, let's continue our tour. So, heading up to the Blacksmith Shop, of course, we have all the usual fences like usual. It's pretty obvious. I still gotta put the resort sign back, though. Oh, and I also guess I gotta go put the torches back, too. That's weird. I don't know why they're gone. That's really weird why they were just gone all of a sudden for no reason. Anyway, here is the Camp 2021 pants available November 13th. And yes, I do know that it is on fire. Well, sorry, it is burned off. Let me go get the following stuff for that. Well, actually, sorry, my mistake. The concrete. There we go, that makes more sense. I have to do this every year. Yeah, trust me, that ain't anything new. I actually have to do that literally every single year in this event. But that's fine. Actually, I have to do that for a majority of events from throughout the year. So anyway, point is, oh yeah, Tallest Mountain is decorated for the adventure party. Oh yeah, we do have some exclusive adventure party rooms, which you probably can see over there on the theme park. It looks adventure themed. We will get to all of that later, because I want to showcase all the Camp Island rooms first. It would make more sense that way. Now, I didn't have enough time to decorate the underground party room yet, but just to be clear, I am actually going to be coming on here literally every single day. Speaking of which, actually, the only day that I am not coming on here in this event for missions is November 17th, but I will technically be, I'll technically still be coming here on November 17th for the Jungle Temple anniversary. Well, actually, I think the missions are every 2 days for, the adventure party, unless I want them to be daily, although I'm not sure about that. Normally I would take the mine cart up, but right here, as you can see, we have the 2 small mountains, which of course is decorated for Camp Island. Just fun fact, a majority of the island is pretty much all decorated for Camp Island, because that's the main part of this week overall. Anyway, going up here, we have the other part of this, which is super cool. The usual mini yellow tent. Well, normally it's not yellow, but it is a mini tent every year. This, of course, right here. That's already obvious. The blue campfire, and for the past few years, there have been an item up here. I just didn't add one just because I just didn't feel like it. Although technically, now I just feel like adding a jungle tree for some reason. You know, since there's nothing in this spot, let's just do it. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually need to have a grass block for this. Right. Alright, let's see what we get. Nice! Nice! Hey, at least we have something here. Let's see if I like that. That is a lot better. It really suits the room a lot more. So hey, we got a bit of the adventure party in here. Nice! Actually, this will work out a lot better. Oh, you're gonna thank me for this. It'll actually work. I promise. There we go. That looks so much better. That really makes it suit out more. It just makes it stand out a lot more. Yes, the beacons are back over there, and that's the only room to have beacons, of course. Anyway, yeah, I think that looks so much better. But normally it just retains the usual room of the Camp Island, Tallest Mountain, like usual. So, anyway. Let's head over here. Although, actually, I do want to actually ride the minecart, actually. It kind of makes more sense. I think I've been doing that every year, actually, when doing these tours. So, yeah. Also, where did Mountain Splash go? Oh, also, I want to use this railroad a lot more sense if I use it. And yes, I know we just hit that. God dang it, the internet's out. Alright, so with that being said, looks like I am not uploading this tonight. Oh, actually, this is not a surprise at all, but that's actually been going out. The majority of the day, the whole internet has been going on and off the entire day across my entire house. So, of course, it ain't just me. Now, it's everyone in this house. Yeah, the internet's been going a bit weird today. Yeah. To the point where Minecraft crashed twice. Because the internet went off. but hey, thankfully it hasn't done anything since, which is good. And thankfully when it did crash those 2 times, I didn't lose anything. Of course. Anyway, let's continue our tour with right here. As you can see, we of course have, you know, all the Camp Island stuff with a mixture of the adventure party. Yeah? That's pretty cool, right? Anyway, yes, as you might notice down here, we do have a yellow tent. I'll do that for no reason. And technically, I guess you can call this as a little staircase down, but really it's just some wood for, I guess, some logs. Disguised as wood. Just some wood disguised as logs for the little campfire down here. Also, there used to be tents right here, but it has been replaced by Ring the Bell because it is one of the Camp Island activities. I really should have implemented those last year in Camp Island. God dang it, I didn't do it. But hey, good thing I did it this year, though. It's better I did it this year than never did it at all. And I will do it again next year, because it's fun. And I'll tell you what I mean later. No, seriously, where did Splash and Valentine go? Where did they go? That's weird. Okay, I think the internet went back up. Wait, is it back up? Rip. Oh well, I guess I'll upload this in the morning anyway. It makes sense. Oh yeah, now it's Thursday, November 11th, 2021. That's cool. Anyway, the point is, let's go ahead and just continue. So, what are your thoughts on the outside? Looks pretty cool, right? Of course, you all want to see the inside, but first, the Camp 2021 shoes are available on November 14th. Going in here, we have the usual, where the dog beds have been turned into tents for Camp Island. Of course, none of them are here except for the one cat, which I still have yet to name. I really need to think of something. And no, I'm not doing Whiskers. I already did that on the Creations World, and I'm also not doing Cookie either, because I also did that on the Creations World. I gotta think of a name that's not one of those two. It's gonna be kind of hard. Really hard. Okay, maybe not really. But I will still have to name it at some point. Anyway, back to the point. We are here in the pet cemetery where all of these are turned into tents. We have the usual wood and the fire itself, which is all super cool. And that's really all for this room, actually. There's not really much when you take a look at it, actually. So, yeah. It's basically just the same room, just recolored. Anyway, now let's make our way down to the okay, I was just stuck in the minecart for a second. Let's make our way. Well, actually, we don't even need this. But you know what? I guess that's a good way to send it back down, though. Let's actually use the subway to make our way down. Let's hope there's no minecart already in the subway. That would suck. Oh, come on. Please don't let the recording crash. God dang it. The minecart was still there. It's technically meant to be there, though. Anyway, here is the village, everybody. At least the subway. Now, here's the village. For real. Alright. So, yes, you can notice a ton of differences. Everything's pretty much recolored from the past few years. The Camp 2021 banner. Come on, guys. You already knew it was going to be available here from the very beginning. It always is. And will be available November 15th, which is the third to last day of this event. But anyway, as you guys can see, the village looks almost exactly the same as the past few camp islands, besides, of course, everything being recolored, and a few minor differences with this. We have the yellow tents. All the fences are looking like this. Looks awesome. Anyway, let's head into the coffee shop, which is the usual mess hall, like all other years. Because, seriously, why not? Actually, I feel like changing this, actually. There we go. That looks so cool. I really do think it does. And yes, I will be taking the minecart back to the port, if you are generally curious. Because I want to use the subway a lot more. Anyway, here's the coffee shop. Of course, it is disguised like the mess hall like the last few years, ever since the first camp island. And will always be like that. Because why not? It's cool. I think I'll do red for this next year. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the colors next year were red. I wouldn't be surprised. What if I'm actually right and that actually does happen a year from now and that the Camp Island colors are red and green? Basically, the green would stay the same, but it would just be red. Imagine if I'm actually correct and that actually does happen for next year's colors. That would be insane. I'm predicting it now. That next year on November 10th, the colors will be red and green. And I'm definitely including this in next year's Camp Island video. I'm including it then. No, but really though, I'm actually thinking I might do that next year. I might do red and green next year. This green, of course. Which would make it pretty much all Christmas themed, pretty much, but who cares? I can do whatever color I want alongside the green. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get out of here and let's make our way to, well, the library, which is the last room decorated. For Camp Island, at least, before we head on to the adventure party. And like the past few years, let's take the villagers out and let them enjoy the camp. There we go. Yep, let's let all the villagers out and let them enjoy the camp. Oh yeah, still gotta release the catalog. Oh. I just realized the path wasn't changed. No wonder things look weird. I did not realize that. The path was never changed. No wonder things looked a bit weird here. No wonder things just didn't look that right. I forgot to change the path here, guys. Oh my god. How did I not notice that from the start? That is so weird. I did not realize I missed that from the start. Oh, come on. I missed some banners too. Okay. Looks like I gotta add some stuff last minute, huh? That's fine. I think that is kind of a common theme with these Legos Island events, that I forget to add things last minute and then I have to add them while recording. You guys can probably tell that that's kind of a clear theme with these events. Whenever I forget stuff last minute. There we go. Now it's actually looking like it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's looking exactly like what it should be right now. Of course, we can't have the camp banner yet because it's not November 15th. And actually, I think that's the same day it was available. Well, actually, it was the it was November 14th that the Camp Island banner was available in 2018. So this is just a day later. I don't remember when 2019 was available. I think it was November 12th. And then I think last year it was... I think that same day, but that was before I extended it. So it could have potentially been available on the same day this year. Anyway, like the past few camp islands, these rooms are not decorated right here. Never are. Of course, you just saw the close-up. That's not decorated. Also, I don't remember this fence being here. Comment down below if you remember it being here. This one right here. Don't know if it was or not. I do remember this one is, though. I do remember the rest of them were. We have this tent, of course. Anyway, what are your thoughts? And yeah, with that being said, that is it for Camp Island. Now, we must do the adventure party. And what's funny is that this should not take long at all, considering there's not as many rooms for the adventure party compared to Camp Island. No, Camp Island has more rooms. And, well, you're about to see. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna take down those Halloween challenges. Don't mind me, I will do that soon. Throwbacks to Legos out in summer 2020 and 2018, anyone? I'll probably bring that back next year. Don't be surprised if I do that, just like I said earlier, if I decide to do red and green next year for Camp Island. Alright! We'll actually head into the Jungle Temple after I explore all the Adventure Party rooms. So, yeah. Anyway, let me go to the first Adventure Party themed room. Hold up, I actually forgot one Camp Island room, and that's this. I think you would have already expected it to look like this by now, just with the recolored fence, of course. Alright, now, let's actually do the Adventure Party. Of course, we'll come back here later for the Jungle Temple, as I want to showcase all those rooms first. Anyway, the first one is, well, the resort. As you guys can see, this is what the resort looks like for the adventure party. Looks super cool, and in my opinion, it's just super cool and awesome. Anyway, one of the things that will be taking over the room a majority of the time is, of course, the bamboo, as you can clearly see. I think I went a little too nuts with the bamboo. Don't you think? Especially right here. This is where I went the most insane with the bamboo. Don't ask why again. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, I mentioned these are actually going to be a big part in the adventure party. And I'll explain why you might see some cakes around here. I'll get to that later. Because there's actually a reason behind it. I mean, come on, there's clearly a reason why those cakes are there. I'll get to why that's there later when we go to the Jungle Temple. Because you'll realize when we do go to the Jungle Temple, you'll notice why the cakes are around here. At least you'll know why. Because I'll explain it there. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the Adventure Party rooms? They seriously look awesome. And in my opinion, this is one of my favorites. This has to be one of my favorites. I mean, just look at it. Look how cool it is. I did not think it was going to go this nuts with an Adventure Party themed room. Especially all this bamboo. Maybe I might want to remove some of it. I'm probably going to remove some of it, actually, because that is a way too much bamboo. I mean, way too much. And yes, I will be coming back to that room in future time. Anyway, the next Adventure Party theme room is, well, it should have already been obvious. The theme park, obviously, because you saw it earlier. Right here, we have the Adventure Party themed theme park. Holy frick! And actually, I was originally going to make an Adventure Party themed medieval banner. I just didn't have enough time to today. I'll do it another day, I promise. It will be one of the items in the Adventure Party. I promise. Alongside some awesome Adventure Party armor. You know there's armor again. Oh, Frick, I also forgot to create that too. Like I said, I can create that another day. Not right now, because it's like 12:16 at night. Or it's 12:16 in the morning overall. Which that's pretty nuts, actually, considering I'm already making this. So, what are your thoughts on the Adventure Party themed theme park? Of course, we're not obviously done here, because obviously we have a lot of stuff to showcase. Of course, in here we have this. That makes sense. Of course, we have this. I should also put the daily signs, the daily spin sign back. Also, this room is not decorated. Actually, a majority of the parks are not even decorated. Actually, there is only one park in this entire theme park that is actually decorated for this. And I'm pretty sure you can already see which one that is. But just to prove that the rest of these are not decorated. Except for their arches, because why not? Yep, here's proof the rest of these aren't decorated. However, the medieval park will be decorated soon. So, be on the lookout for that. That will be the only other park here to be decorated for the Adventure Party. Oh, actually, did I mention down here is like this? There's a reason it's there. Anyway, the Pirate and Bullseye Park is where the main action happens here. As you can see, if you go into the Pirate and Bullseye Park, you can see that it is completely redesigned. When I mean completely redesigned, I mean literally completely redesigned. Decoration-wise, obviously. But it looks completely different. I mean, look at it. Even the target. This has to be my favorite part of the room. I think some of us can agree there. Also, unlike the resort, I don't think I went as insane with the bamboo. Yeah, definitely not as insane as the resort. I'm definitely going to be taking down some of those in the resort. Probably should have done that before filming, but who cares? I can do that later. Yep, another cake right there. Again, I will explain why they are all over the place later. Anyway. And yes, there's a reason all these drip leaves are here. Oh! Oh, I did not mean to do that. The big drip leaves are here for a reason. And I'll tell you about those later on. I'll give you a hint, those are a part of the quests. Anyway, back to the room itself. It looks super, super cool for the Adventure Party. And I really do think I did do a good job with this. One of the main reasons is just because I really do feel I actually did put a lot of time into this room. I am surprised this became one of the main attractions for some of the rooms. Literally. Oh, do you really think we're done? No, here's a little surprise for ya. It's actually decorated down here. And I don't mean just in here. No. If we actually go out here, let me just say that. Ta-da! It's actually decorated. This is actually decorated. I'm not joking. This is actually legit decorated. No, but really though, in actual seriousness, this is actually decorated. And it is on purpose. You can see another cake there, huh? Yeah. You can see that we are really taking advantage of these, aren't we? Well, I am, of course, since I'm the only one here, obviously. Yeah. Wonder if some of you guys can come here one day. That would be sweet. That would be cool if some of you guys can come here someday. That would be amazing. But yeah, it's actually decorated down there. Let me show you by a full perspective of the room, instead of just riding the boat. Yep, this is officially how much decorated this room truly is overall. It is decorated on purpose for one of the quests, and we will get to that on another day, which is going to be super awesome. Yes, this is one of the quests in the Adventure Party. This is the reason why it's even decorated to begin with. And truly, when we are going on to the quest that requires this room, obviously we'll have to ride the boat. But as you can see, I've designed it as when you're going around the room, it truly feels like you're going on an adventure. And it really does really feel like you are, because there's bamboo and grass and water all over the place. So it really does feel like you're in a bamboo jungle. On the search for, well, again, I'll tell you why this is here later. When we get to the jungle temple, it'll make a whole lot more sense when I'm there. Trust me, I'm being serious. It'll make a whole lot more sense once I'm at the jungle temple later. Anyway, just thought I'd show you this room because it is super, super awesome. We'll be back here later on in the event for that quest that requires the room. For now, however, let's get out of here and let's go ahead and make our way to the next adventure party themed room. And if I'm not mistaken, that is, well, you guessed it, over here. The other side of the island is decorated too. And my lord, guys, that is insane. Yep, the other side of the island is decorated for the adventure party. Like I said, it was going to be rooms that are normally not decorated for Camp Island. And well, I kept my promise there. Okay, the water park I was not decorating at all, and I had no plans to, so that's why it's not decorated over there. Because I had no plans at all to decorate it. And I couldn't think of a good idea for the mission. However, though, we will get back to that later. Anyway, again, here is the room itself. It looks super, super awesome. Yes, we do have a few trees around here that are obviously only exclusive to this event. And yes, I will be putting back the garden stuff soon. That could be potentially during this event. And I think it finally will be. That would be nice. Because these gardens will actually be useful for one. Since the other side of the island anniversary is literally also in exactly a week from now, actually, as of filming this. Speaking of which, is the internet even on now? Nah, I'm probably just going to have to restart my computer. Or it'll probably just be fixed by morning. I don't know. It's just been going out all day. It's been really weird. What are your thoughts on the adventure party other side of the island, though? Actually, we're not actually done. We actually have some over here, actually. I only added this last minute when designing the room. Which, I will admit, was honestly a good move, because I really do think that we need to decorate this place over here a little more. I normally never do that, actually. Just because there's no point. But now, I actually decided there kind of is a point of doing that. Get rid of that. And that too. But what are your thoughts? Comment down below. Love to hear your feedback, guys. Alright, the next adventure party themed room. I think we only have actually one more before we head to the jungle temple. And that is, well, of course, the tallest mountain, obviously, because, well, you saw that it was, hold on. Sorry, just had to move my mouse around for a sec. Anyway, that is of course the tallest mountain because you did see it decorated earlier. And this is the only room to feature these, for some reason. Also, I did not mean to relight the beacons on purpose. Those just randomly came out when I was trying to put water around here for a bridge. Oh yeah, you might have been seeing those bridges around here lately. Around the island lately for the adventure party. It really does make sense, actually, that they're here. Anyway, I think this is the only room to not actually have any jungle trees. Just to have any jungle trees overall. Yeah. Or just jungle saplings. But you know what? I really do think we should add one, actually. Just to make it more adventure themed. That is so much better. Yeah, we're doing it. There we go. That's seriously cool. Whoa! Alright, one more. There we go. Yep, there we go. Now, this place truly does feel adventure themed. So, that's pretty cool, right? Oh, actually, I should go to the HQ, actually, on purpose for a reason. I should not actually forget that, actually. Why is the HQ open? I think I may have accidentally left it open. Technically, the island technically is not actually in danger, actually. Next week, though, on the 18th, it will be, though. So, yeah, Operation Rescue is the real next operation. Now let's just keep that closed. But, in reality, that's what the tallest mountain looks like. Oh yeah, there's a cake up there. Alright. I also forgot to mention about the Hit the Target game and Ring the Bell games. But actually, Ring the Bell, I'm actually planning on saving for last. Yeah, that's actually today's mission for the adventure party. Yep, clearly on purpose I've been sneaking in a few things that actually revolve around the adventure party. Speaking of which, we are now finally gonna head into the Jungle Temple. And I mean for real this time, we're actually gonna head in here. So, I have a huge surprise for the Jungle Temple. Because you guys were not gonna expect this at all. Y'all ready for this? Well, before I do, here's what the outside of it looks like technically. Of course, we placed trees all over the place, obviously, for the adventure party. And this tree I wanted to have here on purpose for the purpose of the signs. Anyway, now, down here itself. Ta-da! Look at this. It's completely different. It is completely different. Yeah. It is entirely different down here. Oh my god. Yeah, did any of you expect that? Now, this is where you probably are noticing something looks very, very odd. Oh yeah, those signs explain it all. Before I do though, we have the challenges right down here going down the ladder. Of course, we have all the usual challenges down here like usual, as always. And of course, as always, you can clearly just collect all the armor. Every time the Jungle Temple's open, you can just collect the armor from 2018. It's just a lot of fun. Okay, looks like I forgot to refill those. Give me a second, actually. I'm going to refill those right now. Much better. As follows. Woo! Ah, yes. The most deadly one of all. Yeah! Come on! Oh, well. Of course we have defeat the boss, but, you know, that's never here. And, of course, earlier you noticed that this entrance was open again. For, the adventure party. Anyway, now, let's head back down and let me tell you why you might notice things don't, look as they seem. Oh no! Where did the anniversary cake go? Master Evil Oinkers must have them as you never completed his 50 missing cake scavenger hunt back on Halloween. That's right! I never actually did. No wonder things seem a bit weird. And that's exactly why the cakes are around the island. Yup. Clearly on purpose, they were hid around the island because I never officially completed Master Evil Oinker's 50 missing cakes scavenger hunt that I was meant to do back on Halloween. Apparently, I didn't actually have all of them. So now, I guess during the adventure party, I must hunt down all the other missing cakes I forgot to get back on that scavenger hunt. And that exactly explains again why the cakes are hidden around the island and why I must do a ton of various challenges around the island to get all those missing cakes back. The ones I didn't get, of course, as you just saw. So that's awesome, right? Anyway, so there you go. That exactly explains why the cakes are here. And normally, there would be cakes all around the anniversary cake, all around the number 3. And there would also normally be cakes right here on top of the moss blocks as well. Well, not these ones. Just below right here. Let me just give you a pure example. Mainly they would just be, right here, of course. And then, of course, these would be right here, obviously. Well, just all over them in general. So, that's cool, right? Anyway, so there you go. That exactly explains why all those cakes are hidden around the island. Now, as I said earlier, we actually do have to go do the Ring the Bell game to actually get one of those missing cakes back. But before we do that, I may as well go play that one game I did forget to show you in Camp Island. And that was Hit the Targets. And a little fun fact, I might actually add this in for the scavenger hunt. Give me a second. Alright, there we go. As you can see, we have the cake right up there, right above the target. However, this is a quest for another day. However, I will still play this game itself alongside Ring the Bell. So as you guys can see, we have hit the target right here. We can either use the bow or the trident. I guess for this, I'll just use the trident. Now, as you can see, it's actually really far away. Look how far away the target is, guys. Yeah, I really made it difficult. And by difficult, I really mean difficult. I mean, look how far away that is. Let's see if we can get it in one shot. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We have to hit the target 3 times in order to get the cake. However, we can't do this mission yet as it's not the respective day yet. But there are tons of missions that we are going to be doing throughout the adventure party. Let's see if I can hit this with a bow. It's probably much easier. Come on! There we go! Try again with this. Right, the bow is easier. Your best bet is the bow, but if you do want to use the trident, go ahead. Yeah! Alright, and the bow. There we go. How cool is that? Alright, now the other game in Camp Island. Ring the Bell. And of course, the exact same 2 things apply, which is the bow and trident. Now, this, I want to have a little fun fact to you, is actually the first adventure party mission. So, we're clearly here on purpose. It's really hard to hit that bell. Never mind. Let's see if we can hit it with a trident. God dang it. We gotta go a little higher. There we go. Why do I love this? I'm going a bit too nuts with this, aren't I? Alright, seriously though. One of the main reasons these trees are actually here is to make it difficult, obviously, like the target game, although that one is just very, very, very far away. And as you can see, the cake is blocking it to make it even more difficult. I also just wanted to add some Adventure Party decoration up here, too. So, just like over there, we do have some Adventure Party decoration alongside inside the Camp Island rooms. So, there we go. I'm just going to hit it one more time. God dang it. There we go. I just wasn't in the right direction. Alright, there we go, guys. We have officially collected the first cake. Boom! Alright, so that very cake will go right here. Complete! And that is the first mission done in the Adventure Party 2021. Throughout this event, we are going to be going all across the island and getting all of the other missing cakes that I didn't get during the scavenger hunt on Halloween. For example, we have one right here where we have to go across all of the big drip leaves in like a huge parkour challenge. And of course, as you all saw earlier, we're gonna have to go all across this room in that very boat right there and sail all across the river all the way over here to get this very cake on another day. We'll also have to go through here across all the big drip leaves across the resort to get this cake right here, all on later days. By the way, I just added that one down there. You didn't see that earlier. Or this and this. So you guys get the deal. Later on in time, we will have to come back here too as well to get the missing cake up there on top of that tree by using the vines and the big drip leaf to make our way over to the top of that very tree right here. And as I said earlier, there is one here because I did place it here earlier in the video, as you guys know. Like I said, down here will be updated soon with an adventure-themed medieval banner. And this one has to be the most craziest one. Basically, we start here, and then you have to climb up the entire tallest mountain, very similarly to what we did in 2018 and 2020, to get this very cake up here. So yeah, that's all really cool, right guys? I know, this took a lot of work, as you can see. There's a reason it's up a day after than it was meant to, and that's clearly just because not only, hey, it's back. And he is 100% correct about this. It is gonna be. That's because it took forever to make this video, in general. So what are your thoughts on both Camp Island and the Adventure Party, both being merged together? Of course, you probably might notice there's not as many Adventure Party rooms as opposed to Camp Island, of course, because Camp Island was technically meant to be the main event here this entire time. So it's kind of understandable there. But in reality, what do you also think of the missing cake scavenger hunt that I still had not completed back on Halloween? Technically, it is true. I never actually finished it. And that's my fault intended. But now, here in the Adventure Party, we are going to make up for it by finding the rest of those missing cakes that Master Evil Anchors may have hid around the island because I forgot to finish the rest of that scavenger hunt. So, hey, at least we got something to do in the Adventure Party. And technically, I did technically promise you that it would be about a scavenger hunt. But I didn't think it was going to be about this. Oh! Yeah, by the way, I didn't really think about really doing that scavenger hunt. I kind of just came up with it. But actually, me coming up with the scavenger hunt idea for the missing cakes was kind of for the better because technically I didn't even finish it. So I just decided to bring it back in the Adventure Party because I just didn't finish, as you guys know. So there you go. That's something I needed to address. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. Also, I'm not sure when all the missions are going to be. It's definitely going to be every 2 days. 100%. Guys, we're going to do multiple cakes in each episode to make it more fun that way. So the next episode will still be on Friday, November 12th. Be on the lookout for that. Even though the day that this is uploaded, that's literally going to be in a day. Yeah. Didn't think that through. But then the rest is every 2 days, thankfully. See ya! Also, comment down below what your favorite room is for Camp Island and the Adventure Party. Love to hear your feedback.